Hello Shady Grove, hope you are having a good week. Pastor Todd here. Just want to share a few things with you. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, a guy comes up to Jesus and asks a question, what must I do to inherit eternal life? And what he's asking is not how do I get to heaven, but how do I get life of God into me? And Jesus responds by asking him a question about the commandments and which commandments he should follow. And eventually Jesus begins to tell a story, a parable that we know as the parable of the Good Samaritan. That's the answer that Jesus gives on how do we get the life of God into us and how do we inherit the life of God? How do we make Him known? When you think about it, this is kind of mind-blowing because most of us look at how do we get eternal life? How do we get the life of God? We talk about, well, you got to believe this. And we've made salvation a set of beliefs, a set of agreements that we adhere to. But Jesus doesn't say any of that. He says you have to do this. You have to live like this. And then He tells that story of the Good Samaritan. And what Jesus is telling us is that our deeds and our actions matter. How we treat other people matter. That's how we find the life of God and how we love those around us. And so Jesus tells this parable, and the Samaritan, as you know, gets involved in the life of a man who's been robbed and beaten and left by the side of the road. He's present with him. He's there with him. When other people walk by, keep going, this man stops and this man is present with him and he gets involved with him. And so I just challenge you this week as you are living life and we get busy, it's easy to just kind of do the things that we do and stay on our own patterns and become self-absorbed. But Jesus challenges us with this parable to be present with people that are around us, to notice what they're going through, to be involved with them, to help them. Sometimes we see things and we think, man, somebody should do something. And Jesus says in this parable, we should do something. And so I just challenge you this week as you're living life to think about that parable and open your eyes to who it is that God has put around you that you need to be present with and that you need to be involved with so that you can show the love of Jesus, the kindness of God to them. I want to let you know about a few things coming up here at Shady Grove in the next few weeks. Parents, those interested in going to the Wesleyan Youth Convention at Christmas, don't forget that we are doing a matching scholarship. We need everybody that's planning on going to pay their $100 deposit, but for all the students who sign up, we're going to match that with $100 from a gift that was given to the church for the youth to go to follow. So make sure you get that in. You can do that online or you can see Pastor Barry about that, but do that by the end of March. We have a service opportunity coming up this Sunday, March the 22nd. We're going to be serving a community meal in downtown Greensboro. We're going to meet at 4 o'clock here in the multipurpose room to help prepare the meal. If you can come and be a part of that, we will go and leave the church at 5:30 to go down to where we'll be in Greensboro. So if you can't be here to help prepare, you can meet us here at the church at 5:30 and go for that. March 29th, we will have a membership class at 4 o'clock that afternoon. If you are interested in that, you can see myself or Pastor Denise, or you can text the word info to the church text number, and we will make sure that you have the information that you need for that. Obviously, Easter's coming up in just a couple weeks. Our Easter schedule on April the 3rd, Good Friday, we're going to have a worship service that night at 3 o'clock. We'll have childcare for 3 years old and under, so encourage you to come out, be a part of that service as we remember the sacrifice of Christ on Good Friday. On Easter Sunday morning, we'll have sunrise service at 7:30. We'll meet in the multipurpose room. That will be followed by breakfast, and then we'll have our regular Sunday school followed by 10:30 Easter celebration worship service. On April the 11th, that Saturday, have a church work day here at the church. That will be from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. If you can help out with that, just text work day to the church text number and we will get you assigned to the different projects we'll be doing that day. And then lastly, in April on the 25th, we'll be doing Spring Fest with Colfax Elementary School. If you can help serve that day, we'll be there from 10 to 2, but hopefully have enough volunteers where we can split up in a couple different shifts. You can text the word Springfest to the church text number and Pastor Doreen will get you the information you need. Church, hope you have a blessed week. Look around, see who you can be present with and who you can get involved with.